Okay, today we're going to demonstrate our laboratory front feed wood hog. First thing we have is a Kinergy vibratory feeder with a 12-inch wide pan, approximately 12 feet in length, powered by a 1.25 horsepower electric motor. The feeder introduces the feed to the Williams C17 front feed hog at this location. This feeder is specifically stiffened at the nose end here to withstand the pounding that it will receive because it will be in close proximity to the mill hangers. Installed at the front of our wood hog is a catch pan because a small amount of wood always escapes through this opening. We have to have clearance around the feeder. This catches most of the wood that escapes from the feed opening and actually sucks it into the bypass air pan. Prevents a housekeeping problem and gives you a much cleaner operation. This is the Williams C17 front feed wood hog. This is powered by 75 horsepower and operated through a V-drive at approximately 1800 RPM. Today, the machine is equipped with our standard wood hog hammers and a set of 1-inch grid sections. Material ground by the hog enters an air pan that is nested between these mounting channels. Comes along here through the adapter, through the pipe, and into a pressure blower that blows the air and the wood into a cyclone collector. Most of the wood discharges through this bag into a 55-gallon drum. The slight portion that is not trapped by the cyclone comes out the exit pipe and is trapped in this second air bag. Over here we have some material that we're going to grind today.
What we're going to be running today in our C17 front feed hog are cardboard cores from paper printing plants and from cardboard fiber manufacturing plants. The wall thickness is about 3/8 of an inch and the OD is about 4 to 4.5 inches. They're approximately 6 foot long and they weigh anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds. What we're going to be feeding now is a 4.5-inch diameter core with about a 3/8 thick wall. These cores are averaging about 5 to 6 foot long, weighing about 8 to 10 pounds.
Okay, Robert.
Type of product we have.
Feeding next are pallets and skids that have been sawed so that they can fit into the 15-inch opening of this machine. On a production unit, it would be 50 inches wide so that the entire pallet could be laid on the in-feed conveyor. But for the purposes of this demonstration, they've been sawn into pieces that will readily fit into the pan, which is about 12 inches wide.
Harold, tell me what you got.
Okay, we're going to examine the product.
Tell me what you're seeing.
Okay, this is a nice minus 3/4 to 1 inch length product that is approximately passing a 1/4 to 3/8 square hole test sieve with very few splinters.
Here we have some wood trim, some red oak trim, you can see, different sizes. This is about 18, 19 inches long by about 1.5 inches by about 3/4 of an inch thick. Here's some material a little bit thicker, some more red oak.
What are the dimensions?
Here's some longer pieces of trim. These are about 64 inches long by about 1 inch by 1 inch. We have some weight up here, about 20 pounds of material, a good variety of material. You can see some about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. We got some of the longer pieces here.
Say it again.
We have some longer pieces here. These are about 64
No, wait a minute.
inches long.
Start.
You can see the longer pieces that we have. And again, we've got some of the wider pieces, about 1.5 inches long, wide. good variety of material, about 20 pounds total here. You can see the different sizes here. Product from our run.
Let's get a closer shot. How does it get so close? I can't This product is through a 1/2-inch perforated cast grid, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
How fast was the hammer mill running?
The mill is running at 1800.
What would you guess the longest piece to be?
Longest piece you've got about 3.5 inches long. Let's see if we can find a piece here. There's the longest piece.
That's what, about 1/8 of an inch by an
About
eighth?
an eighth, yes sir. That's right. You have a nominal minus half-inch product here. Here's another piece that's a little wider.